In its bid to ensure Nigerian consumers and customers enjoy better service delivery and improved protection, the Bureau of Public Service Reforms has organized a lunchtime seminar on the role of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission in further enhancing customer fulfillment in the country. With inflation biting hard, coupled with uncertain economic outlook, this is an unfavorable period for Nigerian consumers, and the timing of this seminar couldn't have been better. Delivering his keynote address at the event, the Director General, Bureau of Public Service Reforms, Dasuki Ibrahim Arabi, enjoined public officials to incorporate customer-friendly measures in their modus operandi to improve service delivery. The DG also announced that his agency has received green light from the federal government to organize a conference focusing on viewing Nigerian citizens as customers.
Let us seize this opportunity to lay the groundwork for a more customer-centric approach to the public service where accountability, transparency, and efficiency are paramount. In line with these activities and the theme of this conference, may I seize this opportunity to inform you and Nigerians that the Bureau of Public Service Reforms has received the approval of government to run a one-week conference that will be focusing on Nigerian citizens as a customer. This is a great move to lead the change of the title of our citizens to customers of ministries, departments, and agencies of government.
Speaking at the event, the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, FCCPC, Babatunde Irukera, stated that even distribution of prosperity is the panacea to an efficient country, as he stressed that the citizenry must not only have the benefit but retain the right to participate in the nation's economic success.
Essentially, there's a fundamental principle and philosophy of our constitutional democracy that our country at its best is when prosperity is shared. That everybody must have not just the benefit, not just the privilege, but as a matter of fact, the right to participate in the economy of the country. Meaning that government has a role to ensure that citizens can find the fullest expressions for their passions, to the extent that those passions are legitimate and in compliance with law. If there was ever a country in the world where that provision is vital, it's Nigeria.
Irukera clarified that before the advent of his agency, Nigeria was the only country amongst the League of Populous and Economically Viable Countries not to have a functional competition regulator. As he delved into the reckless manner the country privatized its public sectors in the past.
Prior to the promulgation of the FCCPA, Nigeria was the only one in the top 15 countries in the world, when you're talking about population and size of the economy, that didn't have a competition regulator. Indeed, Nigeria is the only country that I am aware of that has privatized the sheer magnitude of public enterprises that we did into an uncompetitive market. And that is why, to some extent, we still complain about what the real benefits of selling those public companies. Because we didn't have a framework to ensure that whether the biddings were competitive or that even the people who were taken were not in a concentrated market. We have not been able to optimize.
The Executive Vice Chair further described the counterproductive impact of monopoly on an economy or business, as he said there is usually no incentive for efficient service delivery.
For business and for consumers, one of the worst things you can ever experience is a monopoly. Do we agree on that? Why? Why is a monopoly bad? It is never efficient. It's not innovative. There's really very little quality because there's no incentive to be that, correct? There's no incentive. You can't go, you don't have a choice, you can't go somewhere else. And many times, the cost is extremely expensive because there's no competition.
Formed in 2018 and backed by law in 2019, when Nigeria's former president, Muhammadu Buhari, signed the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act into law, the FCCPC is responsible for preserving market competition and promoting consumer protection in the country.
Love and honesty.
In Abuja, Nigeria's capital, Abiodun Mohammed, Top Accolade News.